Welcome back to Simply Home and Harvest. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Jen, and we are in the middle of Simply Home for the holidays, and today is a day full of errands for me. I'm actually in front of Aldi right now, getting ready to head in and pick up just a few things. I don't have a lot on my list today. I actually just got back from Walmart doing a grocery pickup there, and I'm just kind of getting odds and ends. I'm also picking up a couple of Christmas presents and stocking stuffers, and just kind of trying to wrap up all of the purchases that I need to make for Christmas. But one thing that I'm doing today is I've been thinking a lot about those brown paper Christmas gift bags that we used to receive at church. I know our church used to do it when I was a kid, and the Sunday maybe before Christmas or Wednesday night before Christmas, they would have these little brown paper, like the little lunch sacks, paper bags, and they would be full of fruit and nuts and candy. And I don't know, it was just something about that simple gift that we always just really looked forward to receiving. And I think that most churches, I know ours, have done away with that tradition. And so I'm wondering why, because it was such a sweet thing. I guess maybe because things are a little bit more readily available than they were maybe years and years ago when that tradition was started. But I'm wanting to bring that back. So my husband and I, we teach a Sunday school class. I thought it would be fun to give them those brown paper gift bags this year. So we're going to do some shopping for some fruit today, and I'm going to try to find the nuts that are in shells. I don't know how easy that's going to be. So we might have to get creative with that. I'm not sure, but we're going to head into Aldi, see what we can find. And then I've got a few things that I want to do at home. And then I think I'm going to show you our Christmas front porch if I can get all the leaves off of it. I have swept the front porch so many times trying to get that video out for you guys, and the leaves just come back. We've had a very windy and kind of a rainy last couple of weeks, so I'll see if I can get that film for you today also. Okay, so it's been a couple of days, but I did go to Aldi and get lots of fruit. It smells so good in here. It smells like old Christmas. And I just realized that my tree, what is going on here? That is so frustrating. But every year, it never fails. There is a tree in this house that loses part of its lights. Oh well, I'll deal with that later. So back to these Christmas bags. I did get everything that I set out to get, but it was a journey, y'all. Sometimes when I have these ideas, everything's smooth sailing, and sometimes I wish I never had the idea because it's so hard to find what you need. But I did find brown paper bags, so that was good. I got those at Walmart. But this was what was so hard to find. I told you I wanted to find nuts and shells, and Food Line was the winner there. I found these at Food Line, and they weren't that expensive. They were like maybe $6.99 for this bag, which is a 2-pound bag. So I got a couple of these. But I went to Aldi, Walmart, 2 Walmarts. Let's see, what else? Sam's, Target. I don't know. It was a couple more places. I covered like lots and lots of places and could not find these, and thought I was going to have to order them, but on Amazon, they were like ridiculously priced. So I was so happy to go in our local down the road Food Line of all places and find them. Wish I had started there. So we've got our nuts in the shells, and then I picked up some apples, orange, the little clementine oranges. We'll do like a couple of those in the bags. Candy canes, which were also hard to find. For some reason, I had to go to 2 or 3 different locations to get the red and white candy canes. Maybe I'm too late and they were picked over, but like they had green and white, they had the Starburst, they had like Jolly Ranchers. Like, where are the red and white candy canes? Anyway, found them, so got those to go in there. And then that would have been enough. You know, I could have stopped there, but I thought, oh, I was trying to think back on what would be fun to receive in those bags. And like the little Hershey chocolate bars, the snack bars. I saw the Mr. Good bar in there. It made me feel all nostalgic. Plus, Mr. Good bar was my granny's favorite candy bar, so I love seeing those. We'll add that in there. And then the last thing, I don't know, another one of those nostalgia things, but do you all remember receiving the Lifesaver storybooks as a child? Like, this was a Sunday school class gift, I feel like, when I was a kid. Has the sweet little Christmas story in there, and then you got like a book full of Lifesavers. But I'm going to break these up and just put a pack of Lifesavers in each one, and I think that will do it. That's a lot. It's been so fun shopping for this gift. I hope that everyone will enjoy receiving it as much as I have enjoyed putting it together. But we're going to get started. I'll do a little time lapse maybe and show you how we fill these bags up. So I'm going to give you guys a look at our front porch today. We kept it very simple this year. We normally put a large nativity in the front yard, but our nativity is broken. We've got to have it repaired. So I just did some little natural touches to the front porch. We've got this sign here that was gifted to us by some friends, and then I just filled a bucket with some artificial greenery, some pine cones that came from the yard of some very close friends of ours. The dried oranges you see there, if you remember, we made those a few videos back. I added some cranberry picks and then that flannel ribbon I already had on hand. Now, I am hoping to upgrade my greenery a little bit. I would love to have fresh greens there, but right now that's not realistic. Until then, though, I'm hoping maybe after Christmas when all the sales hit to get some of that realistic looking, I guess it's a cedar, artificial cedar. You'll see it in a wreath that I'm getting ready to show you on our front door. But that's the kind of greenery that I'm hoping to get more of and incorporate not only outside but inside as well. I just added some Christmas pillows to the swing. Those pillows I've had for several years now, and I did those on both sides on each porch swing just to add a little something, little pop of Christmas there. Here's that wreath I was telling you about. I picked this up at Walmart this year, and I love the greens on it. It really caught my attention. It just looks so real, and it had that natural look that I was going for with the red velvet ribbon. So I may actually switch that ribbon out next year. I like the deeper reds a little bit more than the bright red. So if I do that, I'll probably do it for all the window wreaths as well. But that's my thought. I'm getting too far ahead. So that came from Walmart. And then this sled we have had since the kids were little. And so a few years ago, I decided just to pull it out since we weren't using it for snow and use it for decor. Then this rug, you remember seeing that in one of my Christmas hauls. This came from Target, Home for the Holidays. It's part of Joanna Gaines' collection. I believe that's the Home and Hearth collection there at Target. That rug I have had for for many years. And then this little tree, let me tell you about this tree. I went to Lowe's and I had been looking for a little tree. They were like $40, maybe even more at Lowe's. Saw this one on the property and decided that, you know, it would look really good in a pot. So I sent Tim out and he worked his magic and he cut this little thing down and said, that's the most pitiful thing I've ever seen. But when we cleaned the leaves out and put it in the pot, he said, okay, I get what your vision is now. I see it. And I think it's adorable. It looks exactly like the ones that I saw at Lowe's for 40 bucks. I had all the stuff, y'all, planted this little thing, and it is still living today. And that's been about 6 weeks ago. So you can do it. Just go forage out in your woods and you can find yourself sweet little Christmas trees that are absolutely free. Isn't that awesome? So a little bit more about this area, this fresh cut Christmas tree sign. I think it came from Hobby Lobby last year for just a couple of bucks. I'm not positive on that, but it was very cheap. I got it on clearance. And those window wreaths I've had for years. I love to do the wreaths in the window with the candles, the window candles. And then this sled, of course, I said we've had it for a long time. I just added some greenery, and the bells I found at Michael's this year, and I got those for $4. They were on sale 50% off, and then I had a coupon to get 25% more off, so that was a good deal. The sign I've had for a few years came from Walmart. I love that. And then the greenery there is sitting on a crate that my dad made for me. And again, I just stuck some picks, some pine cones in it. That gift, you've seen it before. I have several in the house, but this one I left with that black and white black and red buffalo check, which I loved on the front porch, and had a lantern there that we already had. So I think that it captured what I was looking for, that simple, natural, rustic farmhouse Christmas. I am in love with this area. Every time I come into the house, I'm just so thankful for that little tree that we chopped down. Or I say we, but Tim chopped down for me. I think it's so cute and just looks perfect right here with this little setup. And that's it. We really just kept it very simple, used mostly what we had. Tim got off the hook this year. He did not have to run any lights outside, but I told him next year I've got different plans. So enjoy his break this year, but next year the lights are coming back. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you all are having a wonderful Christmas season. I am going to try to get back out here this evening and film for you so you can see everything lit up at night. Thanks for watching. I hope you'll stick around. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you haven't already. And until next time, Merry Christmas. Remember to live simply, use what you have, and enjoy the moments you've been given. I will see you in the next one.